lot of people have said it's the worst flooding they've ever seen, and these are responders who have been in other disaster environments that are huge, other hurricane disasters, wildfire disasters, and for them to come here and say that this is the worst flooding they've ever seen, looking at why Helene was so bad in this area, it really leads to flash flooding in mountainous terrain, and there really wasn't as much water that fell on the Tennessee side, 5 to 7 inches or so of rain on our side, but 15, 20, 25 plus inches at the headwaters of the Pigeon, the Nolichucky, and the French Broad. And certainly in our area, the Nolichucky, being in the Nolichucky watershed, all of that rainwater that fell so quickly over the course of about 48 hours had to go somewhere. And it's the Nolichucky Dam area where the flow rate was more than twice that of Niagara Falls, and well over what the previous record was in that location. We even lost our stream gauge at Embryville. I think it topped out at 19 feet, and they estimate that it probably reached about 30 feet in that area. A very, very rare and very extreme event. We've got
This isn't going to be over at the 1-year anniversary. This isn't going to be over at the 2 or 3 year anniversary. The needs are going to change, but they're always going to be there.
A lot of the rain that fell during Helene, the heaviest rain was at the top of the watershed in North Carolina. And that amount of water only had a few places to go and came right through our area. And we saw flooding that was generational, that no one alive has seen before.
Here at Blue Ridge Paddling, I can see this location from my front door. The morning of the disaster, the floodwaters coming in, the buildings floating down the street, everybody rallying around, helping move supplies, move people, evacuate. These are my neighbors, these are my friends.
Hi friends, I'm Pastor David, and this is our Impact Moment. Earlier in our worship service today, you heard about the incredible work that our wonderful ASP team did a couple weeks ago down in Appalachia, down in Virginia. What an amazing story that they have to tell about helping to accomplish ASP's mission of making homes warmer, safer, and drier. But what if we could extend ourselves as a congregation and do even more? I know many of us are not able to go and make that trip, but what if we could continue to make a difference? As you've just seen in these videos, the impact of Hurricane Helene from September of 2024 is still something that ASP and other organizations in Appalachia are helping families through. And so our challenge is to say, what if we could step up as a congregation and provided much needed funds to help rebuild one of those homes? Typically, a home rebuild costs about $135,000. ASP is able to secure usually about $85,000 of that through funding, through many different sources, but there remains a gap of about $50,000. What if we could step in and fill that gap? What would that look like? Let's take a look at this video to see one example of what it could look like.
This new home behind me took nearly 5 weeks to build and is now ready for Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, who lost their home due to Helene. Yay! For the past 15 years, Gerald and Patricia Peterson have been calling this area home, but 2 months ago, their house was destroyed by the storm.
I seen my house go down the river, floating, and the house is behind us. I seen it come and took my garage down. Where this house is sitting right now, it was approximately 14 feet of water.
Thursday, the Petersons got the keys to their brand new home that was built in the same place as their old one.
Jerry said I got to ring the doorbell.
This project, all thanks to the Appalachia Service Project and volunteers coming together in the community.
ASB is committed to the recovery of Hurricane Helene, so we hope to rebuild at least 200 homes in the affected areas.
Isn't that amazing, the kind of rebuilding that's happening in Appalachia? Not only are homes being rebuilt, but lives are being rebuilt as well. As you may know, in the last few years, we have partnered with Appalachia Service Project. We have sent 3 different youth mission teams. We've also sent an adult mission team. Not all of us can go in that way, but we can extend ourselves by being a blessing. ASP has a goal of repairing or rebuilding 200 homes that were affected by Hurricane Helene. Could we step up to the challenge and be one of those? And what a great time for us to think about that. We are currently doing some work in our sanctuary, as you know, to refresh and renew it. We're spending somewhere in the neighborhood of $400,000 to do that work, and we are blessed that our endowment funds are able to cover all of that. We haven't had the need to come to you with a capital campaign. I'm sure if we had, we would have easily raised $50,000 or more to support the work in our sanctuary. So what if we took that money that we might have spent on ourselves and we see that as overflow as we go out into the world and we bless others who have real tangible needs that we can help meet. And so today, we hope you will find this card. It describes the Help for Helene campaign that ASP is taking on and what we can do to support that. Again, our goal is to raise $50,000 so that we can support the rebuilding of a home in that area. It's a 3-year campaign, so perhaps you might give a single gift, or you might want to give a gift that is spread out month by month or recurring, however you choose to do that over the next 3 years. So thank you for prayerfully considering your support. We will be sending out a congregational mailing as well to invite everyone to take part in this wonderful opportunity to be a blessing to others and to fulfill what Acts talks about, how all the believers were together and they had everything in common. May we be people who share that same spirit of generosity, not just with each other here within the walls of our church, but beyond the walls. So thank you, friends, as always, for your generosity and your commitment to blessing others as we have been blessed by the Lord. Thanks be to God.